Fuller Digital Solutions. We're here in Holstein in the South Gym, and little girls wrestling is what we have going on here. A little picture-in-picture as well. As you see, we've got a Ridgeview wrestler wrestling Woodbury Central here on mat number 1. That's your large screen. And then on the top right-hand corner of your screen, that is going to be mat number 2. All of Ridgeview's matches tonight are going to occur on your large screen, mat number 1. And there we have the scoreboard up as well on the bottom of your screen, your United Bank of Iowa scoreboard. Thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors. And currently wrestling for Ridgeview at 125, it's Sarah Cervantes, and she's going up against 125, Eliana Bernal of Woodbury Central. And that'll do it there, folks. Not exactly sure what the ruling was there. But we'll move right along here. We're going to have a good night here in Holstein. Lots of wrestling. Several teams here in Holstein today. The Ridgeview Raptors, obviously. Sheldon Orbs, Woodbury Central Wildcats. Also the Algona Bulldogs coming a long way. And then the Western Iowa Wolves. And now Lady Buckendall is going to win at 135 as that weight was uncontested. As obviously women's wrestling in the state of Iowa is the fastest growing high school sport. And as you see, Woodbury Central only bringing 3 athletes, but that is just part of it. Growing the program, got to start small, and that's exactly what's happening in Woodbury Central. And another forfeit victory for Ridgeview. As we'll update your scoreboard here. Ridgeview currently winning 18-6 team-wise. As you see some action there on mat number 2 at the top right-hand corner of your screen. Wrestler for the Algona Bulldogs has some position on the Western Iowa wrestler. And we'll bring your attention back down to mat number 1 as we see a Woodbury Central wrestler. As we move right along. Now moving on to Ridgeview at the 155 weight class. Both those wrestlers checking in will have a match. And now this bout at 170 pounds. This is Tyranny Mason going up against Rowan Fleck. Starting things off, Tyranny very physical there. And Rowan had to give up her back there just a little bit, but Tyranny not able to do too much with it as the girls continue to fight there in the middle of the circle. Looks like almost a nice sprawl there by Ridgeview. Tyranny Mason trying to get around the back, and she does. That's going to be a takedown. Tyranny trying to keep Rowan from standing up, and Fleck tried to fight through, and Fleck does, so that's going to be an escape, and we're now in neutral position. 3-1 is the score. team-wise 24-6 after several weight classes now to 170. Again, this is Tierney Mason of Ridgeview wrestling Rowan Fleck of Woodbury Central. Tierney Mason currently up 3-1. Has a nice takedown. Fleck trying a couple of hip throws, it seems. But Mason at 170 is stout and able to hold her ground. And a nice shot here from Mason. She has a single leg. And some action on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Mason trying to hold on to that leg. Still neutral position on mat number 1. And Mason, and finally Rowan Fleck flips around to get the takedown. Now 4-3. And with 1 second left in the period, that'll be it. After one period, 4-3 in favor of Woodbury Central. Rowan Fleck at 170. As period number 2 underway now on mat number 1. Tierney Mason starting in that down position. Fleck trying to turn. Mason almost flipped it, yes, and does. Great reversal there by Tierney Mason. Just using her leverage. Rowan Fleck got a little bit too high and just reversed it, putting Fleck right almost in a pin position here. We'll see, and a fall. Tierney Mason, great job. And was down 4-3. Tierney Mason over Rowan Fleck at 170 by fall. (30-6) team score in favor of Ridgeview. And some action now on mat number 2 as the Western Iowa wrestler has great position, and it looks like in position for a fall on the far corner of your screen, but the Algona wrestler doing a great job getting back to her stomach. And in period number 3 at that top right-hand corner of your screen. And we'll have some blood time here. As Ridgeview trying to get their next match lined up. Only one wrestler left for Woodbury Central. And again, for the Wildcats of Woodbury Central, really a meet like this is just kind of get your girls some experience. Get out there and compete, especially when you can only fill a few weight divisions, not looking to do anything as a team, obviously, but just really looking to get your individual competitiveness. And we'll see one more wrestler from Woodbury Central coming up here next.
Receiving forfeit at 235 pounds,
Lily Booman wins by forfeit at 225. And now going to circle back out round to the little weights. And another forfeit victory. 48. And some good wrestling here at the mat number 2 on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Western Iowa wrestler and the Algona wrestler going at it. Algona wrestlers got top position here in your top right-hand corner of your screen. The Western Iowa wrestler trying to escape the best she can here. And now back on mat number 1. Jasmine Orduna at 110 pounds for Ridgeview. Caitlin Jennis at 110 pounds for Woodbury Central. Starting things off. And right away, takedown. And now we'll see Orduna go to work, up 3-0 here early in period number 1. Orduna has a half in. Trying to drive that. And she loses it now. Three nothing here on mat number 1 in favor of Ridgeview. Again, this is 110, Jasmine Orduna. She's wrestling Caitlin Jennis. And we'll see a reversal here from Western Iowa on mat number 2. And we'll see an escape there. 3-1 from Woodbury Central. Orduna working on Jennis here on mat number 1. Ridgeview against Woodbury Central. This is at the 110 weight class. Orduna's already up 3-1. She had a nice takedown to start things. There's a shot by Jennis. Well defended by Orduna. Another shot by Jennis. Orduna sprawls. And now Orduna basically throws Jennis there. She's got to get her head through for the takedown, and she does. 3 more for Ridgeview. Now up 6-1 at 110. And Orduna now in position for the fall over Jennis. Jennis doing all she can not to get pinned, and with 3 seconds left, unable to get the fall, but it's a 4-point near fall. So now 10-1. So 10-1 now is the score. Now Algona in position for a victory by fall. As Orduna chose bottom and trying to get the escape, and she does. 1 point for Orduna, and Ridgeview currently 11-1 in this match at 110 here on mat number 1. Shot by Jennis. Great shot there by Orduna. Dropped her level and really got Jennis off balance. They were able to sneak behind her. And a 3-point takedown, now 14-1. Orduna. And now looking for the cradle there for a second, but then decided against it. And Jennis trying for a cradle underneath. But in doing so, she's in a position for fall, but Orduna maintains control. Orduna is maintaining that aggressive offensive position on top for Ridgeview. That's definitely what and where she can score from. 48-6 is the team score. And that's an escape for Jennis. Now 14-2. Probably see another takedown here from Orduna. We do instantly. That's 3 more points, and that'll be tech fall for Ridgeview. Fantastic wrestling by Orduna. And she will get the victory at 110. Great wrestling there by Jennis. But Orduna, clearly the more experienced wrestler, will take the victory. And I will bring your attention back to the upper right-hand corner of your screen as Algona and the Western Iowa wrestlers continue the battle. As Algona's got a half Nelson trying to roll her. Multiple forfeit victories for Ridgeview as well, and that'll do it as Ridgeview is going to get the victory 60-6 in match number 1. Coming up next here on mat number 1, the second duel for Ridgeview. It's going to be Ridgeview against Western Iowa. So we're going to take a short commercial break, folks, and we will be back with more action on mat number 1.
I love working at BVRMC because I get to help people during some of their most difficult times. My coworkers and doctors help create a great working environment where we can do our best work every day. Nothing is more rewarding than helping a patient through surgery and helping them to live the most full and active life they can. Thank you, BVRMC patients, for putting your health in our hands and trusting us with your care. We are honored with this responsibility.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
A&A Food and Fuel in Holstein, a great place to consider stopping for lunch and supper every day. Teresa, let's talk some menu options.
We have the crispy crunchy chicken, Pablo's Pizza, and we also have Tiefenthaler burgers and brats, soups. We'll have hot dogs, brats, Polish sausage. We also have the cappuccino machine, coffee. We've got the fountain drinks. We have milk, so we can set you up for just about whatever you want.
A&A Food in Holstein is the best place to eat.
And welcome back, folks. Now we move things over here to mat number 1 and 2 for Algona and Western Iowa, as the next duel on mat number 1 will be Ridgeview versus Western Iowa after Algona and the Wolves are done. That's a fall for Algona wrestler over Western Iowa. That was Lydia Hersom at 155.
Now wrestling at 105 pounds. From Algona, Alyssa Olsen. And for Western Iowa, Michaela Cameron.
Now for Algona, it's going to be Alyssa Olsen wrestling here on mat number 2 against the other 105-pounder for Western Iowa.
Please line up in the back hallway. All the Ridgeview senior parents for senior parents night. Line up in the back hallway. That'd be great. Thank you.
Nice shot there by Olsen, and that's a 3-point takedown for Algona over here on mat number 2 in your upper right-hand corner of your screen. And now that's going to be a reversal for 2 points. Currently 3-2, still in favor of Algona. Right back. And a 2-point reversal in favor of Alyssa Olson. So lost top position and then immediately regained it back there with another reversal. And now Alyssa Olson gets the fall. At 105. As it looks like another match here on mat 2. So this is 110 pounds now. Reese Taylor of Algona going up against Lakin Archer of Western Iowa. And Reese Taylor trying a little bit of a hip throw here. And that's going to be a takedown here for Taylor of Algona. 3-0 here in this match. Immediately trying to turn her opponent, and she does. On her back, in position for the fall. And doesn't have it, says the official. That's going to be a near fall and then an escape. So it looks like they're going to be a 3-point near fall and then an escape for Western Iowa. Score's currently 7-1 here on mat number 2. Lakin Archer needing to be a little bit aggressive here. Down 6 points, and now we'll see Reese Taylor trying to get into a single leg and then just throws Lakin Archer, but Archer just continues to roll with it, and it's going to be a takedown in favor of Lakin Archer, but then a reversal almost immediately. And now tough position for Lakin Archer as now pinned. Great job by Reese Taylor at 110 for Algona, who able to get the victory over Lakin Archer by fall. And another 6 points for Algona. As currently the Algona Bulldogs lead 57-12. And now another match here on mat number 2. We'll see. This is likely to be 115. Haven't heard an announcement yet as to who these wrestlers are, but immediately takedown from Algona. Bulldogs wrestlers. So this is 115. This is Laura Storr for Algona and Mackenzie Cameron for Western Iowa. And already Storr with a 3-point takedown and immediately turns Cameron. And we've got a two count here and a pin there. Great job by Laura Storr at 115 of Algona. Going to put the Bulldogs up big here with just a few classes to go. This is Malin Davis at 120 for Algona. And it's going to be Montana Farns at 120 for Western Iowa. Farns had a great single leg on Davis, but then Davis able to hop and then eventually throw her for the 3-point takedown in favor of Algona. And now we'll see. There it is, the fall. Algona Bulldogs putting on a strong showing here in their first duel of the day. You kind of sense that the Algona Bulldogs and the Ridgeview Raptors a little bit on a little bit of a collision course here.
Second duel of the first round, with Algona winning by a score of
69-12 is going to be how that one ends on screen number 2. We're going to take a short commercial break. Thank our wonderful sponsors for allowing us to bring this coverage to you. And we'll be back with the Ridgeview Raptors taking on the Western Iowa Wolves here on mat number 1.
Agnew Sossman and Grinnell Mutual understand the value of teamwork. That's why we applaud the accomplishments of the hardworking student athletes on our football team. Every achievement, big and small, is worth celebrating. Trust in teamwork, trust in tomorrow. Contact me, Lauren, or Dave, your local Grinnell Mutual agents at Agnew, Sossman, and Holstein today.
Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 15 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank. Member FDIC.
When your hunger is flaring, the Backdraft in Holstein says bring it on. Kick things off with a spread of appetizers like wings, cheese balls, onion rings, or the famous armadillo eggs. For the kids, grab a grilled cheese, hot dog, or chicken strips. For the meat eaters, dig into their burgers, chicken sandwiches, pulled pork, steaks, or weekend prime rib special. Eating light? They have salads too. When your hunger is flaring, extinguish it at the Backdraft Bar and Grill in Holstein.
You will like it here. Beautiful Cherokee County, Iowa, nestled in the Little Sioux River Valley in the heart of Northwest Iowa. People care and support each other and work together to help our communities, business, industrial, medical, educational, and agricultural opportunities thrive. Each season offers recreational activities, historical events, and cultural entertainment, making living here enjoyable. Come stay or play. Go to www.cherokeeia.com now.
Central Insure at Central Bank understands there's more to insurance than the policy. It's the people who matter most. Hi, this is Matt Kress at Central Insure. We strive to offer you the most appropriate and cost-effective policies to fit your needs. Whether it is your home, auto, life, health, business, or farm, our experienced agents are here to help you. Work with the people you trust. Call or stop by Central Insure today. We're committed to protecting what matters most to you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any other federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
When you need a home away from home, you look for certain things. Now let's look at the checklist for the Cobblestone Inn and Suites on Highway 20 in Holstein. Friendly, knowledgeable staff? Check. Clean rooms with complimentary high-speed internet? Check. A charming outdoor patio perfect for gatherings large and small? Check. In fact, with a large meeting room, free continental breakfast, business center, relaxing lounge, and fitness center, all of the boxes are checked. So if you're in the area and want a relaxing stay like no other, call the Cobblestone Inn and Suites. 368-6200.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it. We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
And Francis, now come see my store.
Just like Francis said, Francis & Co. is his store, or so he thinks. Made for littles just like him. We feature clothes up to 5T and some up to 7. We also carry books, sleep sacks, plush blankets, Freedom On products, all the Mushy brand items, bath toys, and more. My goal is to give you and your littles quality products you'll love.
And Francis, now come see my store.
And welcome back, folks. I'm Caleb Claycamp with Fuller Digital Solutions, ready to get the second duel on these mats going. And on your mat number 1, which is taking up the majority of your screen here, it's going to be the Ridgeview Raptors against the Western Iowa Wolves. Ridgeview won their first dual matchup against Woodbury Central, and Western Iowa lost their first one against Algona. So Ridgeview looking to continue the great start. On your mat number 2, which is in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, we're going to have the Algona Bulldogs going up against the Sheldon Oribs. As the Oribs had that first duel off, Algona got the victory over Western Iowa. And if things continue as they are, it looks like kind of a collision course between Algona and Ridgeview at the moment. As we'll see what weight classes we start with here on mat number 1. Mat number 2 still undecided as well. Again, girls wrestling, the fastest growing sport in the state. And going to start off with Ridgeview with a forfeit victory. As now we'll see our first true match of the duel here for Ridgeview coming here in just a moment.
Now wrestling at 135 pounds for Ridgeview, Lady Bucknell, and for Western Iowa, Shaylee Malloy.
Now at 135 pounds for Ridgeview, Laney Buckendall here on mat number 1. And it's going to be a takedown there for Western Iowa. Start things off. And it's Shaylee Malloy for Western Iowa, but a great job there by Lady Buckendall to get the reverse and now be in fall position. Lady Buckendall. And that's going to be a 4-point near fall for Lady Buckendall. Six to 3 is your score now here on mat number 1. Buckendall up by 3. Laney working on her opponent, trying to get around. Has a couple underhooks on Malloy, trying to take away those wrists, and now potentially dangerous called. And stopping there on mat number 1. Great job by the official stopping that one, as again that wrist control only goes so far behind the back, and that's exactly why he stopped it. Again, Buckendahl up 6-3 to start things off, and we'll see here if Malloy can get an escape for Western Iowa. Buckendahl trying to get in on that left wrist, and Malloy going to stand up, and not quite, yes, get the escape. So it's going to be 6-4, still in favor of Ridgeview here, and Lady Buckendahl on that number 1. Shaylee Malloy going up against Buckendahl at 135 here for Ridgeview. The Raptors by forfeit up 6-0, already in the duel. Buckendahl trying to keep her arms inside of Malloy's. Malloy, and that'll be the stop of period number 1. It'll be 6-4 in favor of Lady Buckendahl after 1 period of play. And Western Iowa is going to win the flip, and they are going to choose the top position. Buckendahl down to the bottom. Buckendahl immediately grabs the arm. And Malloy looking for a cradle here. She has it somewhat deep. We'll see if she can connect the hands, and she can't. Buckendahl gets that leg back down. Great job by Lady Buckendahl, now not allowing Malloy to get that cradle in too deep. And again, Malloy working from that top position. Buckendahl standing up now to her feet and hasn't escaped yet. Malloy still in top position, and Malloy almost gets her back down and does. And interlocking hands has been called. And Buckendahl tried to break the grip and does. That's an escape for Buckendahl. Back into neutral position, 7-4 in favor of the Ridgeview wrestler. And I'm going to say, nice shot by Malloy. She has a single leg. Malloy trying to get the takedown. Buckendahl still upright. And Malloy bringing her back into the middle of the circle. Great job. She wants that takedown. Let's see if she can get it. Now Buckendahl instead just keeping position, and instead Lainey Buckendahl with the takedown. And now with the half Nelson gets her turned, and a fall victory for Lainey Buckendahl at 135. Great job. Six more points for the Ridgeview Raptors up on the board. And now we'll see our next match.
Now wrestling at 140 pounds for Ridgeview, Leah Buckendahl.
And now this is at 140 pounds, Malia Buckendahl.
Now wrestling at 140 pounds for Shelly. Malia Escobar. Ramona. Sienna Beer.
And at 135, I believe, this is Nevaeh Healy for Western Iowa. Lainey Buckendahl wrestled just now at 135. Now Malia Buckendahl here at 140. So far, no score. Nice shot there by Healy. And now a takedown there for Western Iowa, trying to turn Malia. And back points there for Western Iowa at the very least, if not a fall. Malia Buckendahl, and now there it is, a fall for Western Iowa. And the 140-pound weight class goes to the Western Iowa Wolves. That was a great match there by Nevaeh Healy. So far, 12-6 is the score team-wise. And now for 145, Leah Johnson. JC Pritchard at 145 for Western Iowa. Pritchard already with a single leg. But a nice sprawl there by Johnson as she breaks the contact. Again, Johnson sprawling. Trying to work around to the backside if she can, and she does. That's a takedown from Ridgeview. 3-0. Johnson trying to work Pritchard around to her back, and Pritchard doing a nice job keeping that wide base at the knees. But Johnson, it looks like Pritchard holding her own. And Johnson with a hook on the elbow trying to get her over, almost does. JC Pritchard won't go, and now she does. Back points at the very least for Johnson, looking for the fall. And still hasn't been called by the official. And there it is. Great job by Leah Johnson. One of the seniors that was honored here after the first duel for Ridgeview. Showing out here on senior night at home, as she gets the victory at 145. (18-6) is the score. And a forfeit victory at 155 pounds. That weight class going to go to Western Iowa. So Marley Pite at 155 is going to receive the forfeit victory. And now moving right along to 170. Tierney Mason wrestling at 170. She's already 1-0 on the night. This is Claire Schumacher at 174, Western Iowa. Schumacher is just a little bit taller than Tierney. Back to the middle we go on mat number 1. Schumacher giving up her back, trying to hip toss, but instead, Mason is able to get the takedown. Tierney Mason currently up by 3 here on mat number 1. And now an escape from Schumacher. 3-1 is the score in favor of Mason. 18-12 is your team score. So an important match here for both teams on mat number 1. And now a takedown for Schumacher. Schumacher now up 4-3. And we're out of the circle. Back to the middle, says the official. Mason from bottom position with the sit out. Can't go. Now does it again. Schumacher stays with her. And interlocking hands was called. And so now 4-4 is the score. After the interlocking hands penalty point is awarded to Mason. Tierney Mason going to resume things from bottom position, working on Schumacher. Again, Schumacher quite a bit taller, but Mason a little bit bigger. Schumacher tries the crossface. Mason doing a great job keeping a wide base there on all fours. Now working towards the edge of the circle. Schumacher still on top with 3 seconds left. That'll be period number 1. So we have a tie match here at 170 on your mat number 1, which is the large part of your screen. Mat number 2 is in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. That's Algona and Sheldon currently wrestling. We're focused on Ridgeview right now, 170. The Raptors up 18-12 team-wise. As electing to begin in the neutral position, where did the Western Iowa wrestler. And now a takedown by Schumacher. 7-4 is the score. Schumacher now trying to turn Mason, and she does just a little bit, and now back points coming from Schumacher. There's 2 counts, and not enough. And now Mason had a single leg on the backside for just a second. Now crossface coming from Schumacher. Schumacher going to stand up and let Mason get up for the escape. 7-5. That's a statement by Schumacher saying, I'm going to let you up. I think I can take you down again. Let's see what Mason can do with it. A takedown would put Mason up by 1 here with 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Again, score 7-5 in favor of the Western Iowa wrestler here at 170 pounds. Schumacher gets Mason to the floor, trying to work around the edge. And finally the takedown, but right over and the reversal. So fantastic by Tierney Mason after getting taken down to get the reversal, and now down by 3. She's trying to turn her opponent. 17 seconds left to go in period number 2. Tierney Mason trying to make a comeback here at 170. Schumacher trying to stay wide here for the last 7 seconds of period number 2. And that'll do it. Great job there by Tierney Mason. After, again, getting taken down, turning the table on our opponent, flipping around and getting the reversal. So now electing in the neutral position is the Western Iowa wrestler. And a takedown coming right away from Schumacher. Schumacher tries to throw another crossface. Mason grabs the arm and almost a reversal, but still with a headlock. And yes, a reversal made by Tierney Mason. 13-9 is the score here in the final period of the match at 170. 1:15 left to wrestle. Mason gets a half Nelson, then tries to turn her onto her back. And that's 3-4 count on the back. We'll see a possible fall coming here for Tierney Mason with a minute left. Definitely near fall points for sure. I don't believe that'll put her ahead. I think that might tie things here, not for sure. Yes, 4-point near fall, and that ties things up all at 13. Tierney Mason, fantastic job for Ridgeview, working back and now trying to get the escape, but Mason has that arm locked in. Mason has the elbow on the right arm. And now we'll see. No call made yet. No call made. And there it is. A reversal for Schumacher. And with 26 seconds left, Schumacher up by 2. Now trying to get Mason onto the back. Schumacher now on top, currently up by 2. 17 seconds left to go in the match in period number 3 at 170. And Schumacher looking to close this one out at 170. Great match for both wrestlers, but it's Schumacher coming out with the decision win at 170 pounds. Credit to Tyranny Mason. Was down as much as, I believe, 7 or 8 points at one point, brought it all the way back to even. So after the decision, that brings the team score 18-15. And now wrestling here at 2:35. And a 2:35 Western Iowa wrestler trying to get a takedown here. And does get the takedown there. So I believe this is Marissa Moore for Western Iowa Wrestling. And for Ridgeview, I believe Lily Booman. So far, just a takedown for Western Iowa. Marissa Moore now switching over here to the near side, trying to get some turn on her opponent, Lily Booman. Booman. Looked like she's trying to sit out there for a second, but Moore Moore's trying to turn her over from the top. And that'll be the end of period number one. 3-0 in favor of Marissa Moore of Western Iowa. And Ridgeview Raptors is win the flip and elects to get in that top position. Booman now in the top position. Interclasping hands, says the official. So 1 point going to go to Western Iowa. 4-0 after interlocking hands given by the official here on mat number one. Booman going to cover. And right away, Moore tries to stand up. Booman centers her back down. And interlocking hands signal given again by the official. And again, 1 point given to the Western Iowa wrestler for another interlocking hands violation on Booman. And Booman gonna elect for the upright position, the neutral position rather. As now down 6-0, definitely needs a shot and possibly try to work through some of the offense. She does shoot, gets a single leg. Booman has the leg, and we'll see if she can finish it through. But instead, it looks like Moore, but not yet. Still some tangled up, and now a takedown for Marissa Moore. 9-0 is the lead in favor of Western Iowa here at 2:35. Marissa Moore trying to get some good position on Booman. Moore trying to turn Booman now. And period number 2 has come to an end here on mat number 1. Final period. Currently a 9-point lead for Marissa Moore of Western Iowa. Wrestling right now against Lily Booman of the Ridgeview Raptors at 2:35. Moore covers Booman. And we're wrestling here on mat number 1 again. Moore trying to get a half in. Not deep enough. Now a little deeper. Trying to turn Booman. She's got it deep, but then loses it. Moore trying to turn Booman. And now it looks like she does, but potentially dangerous called. As it was a 3-point near fall. That was called after between 2 and 4 seconds. And now some stoppage as Troy Greeter is going to tend to his wrestler Booman. And now you see Western Iowa's coach giving some pointers to his wrestler for the stoppage. Again, Marissa Moore up 11-0. Trying to finish out the major decision, if not get the fall on Booman here at 2:35. And this is Mariah Nichols, for Western Iowa, who's wrestling Booman. And Nichols right away trying to turn Booman. Mariah Nichols at 235 pounds going up against Booman. 11-0 is the score. And that'll do it here on mat number 1, as the victory at 235 pounds is going to go to Mariah Nichols of the Western Iowa Wolves, getting the victory in the major decision over Lily Booman. And with that, it's a 4-point major decision, and now Western Iowa Wolves up in the team standings, 19. Apologize, folks. Trying to fix the scoreboard here. Here we go. 19-24 is how I see it here. So Western Iowa up by 5. And after 2:35, now back down to the smaller weight classes. And a double forfeit at 100 pounds. Moves us now to 105 pounds as Lauren Signer of Ridgeview going up against Michaela Cameron of Western Iowa. And currently, Ridgeview winning 24-19. As Addie Vogie of Ridgeview is winning over forfeit at 235. So Mariah Nichols and Lily Boom, and that was 190. Major decision for Mariah Nichols, 11-0. 24-19 is the score. Still in the neutral position here on mat number 1. Again, Lauren Signer against Michaela Cameron. Cameron has a single leg now on Signer. And now, still with the chicken wing in for Signer. So not a takedown yet. She still has that. And now finally a takedown. And now this is Michaela Cameron trying to work through her offense here on Signer. And now we'll see Signer trying to work in for a reversal and gets it. 2-point reversal there for Lauren Signer at 105. 3-2 still in favor of Michaela Cameron for Western Iowa. And that'll be the end of period number 1. 3-2 in favor of Western Iowa. Michaela Cameron. And instantly, Signer sits out and gets the reversal. So just like that to start period number 2, Signer now winning 4-3 over Michaela Cameron here at 105. And now back points coming for Signer. And a fall. As Lauren Signer gets the fall over her opponent, Michaela Cameron. And wrestling once again here. On mat number 1 at 110 pounds, Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview versus Lakin Archer of Western Iowa. Team score currently 30-19 in favor of Ridgeview. And now a shot there for Archer. Can't get it to go. And now, wow, great job. And great job by both wrestlers there. Nice shot by Orduna. A quick reaction by Archer to not let her get behind her. And now a shot fake there from Archer. Gets Orduna to sprawl, and now Orduna with the shot. Jasmine Orduna with the 3-point takedown. Back to her feet is Archer, trying to escape, and she does. That's a 1-point escape. 3-1 now the score. Currently 8 seconds left to go in the first period. And after period number 1, it's 3-1 in favor of Jasmine Orduna at 110. Now Orduna starting in the bottom position here in period number 2. And Archer viciously returning Orduna to the mat after Orduna was able to get some sort of a base under her. And again, Archer returning Orduna to the mat. Archer now with that half Nelson. Trying to turn her opponent, and Orduna staying strong on bottom, not allowing her to do so. But now Archer drives her through, and now back points coming for Archer. And a fall at 110 pounds for Lakin Archer. Coming from behind, defeating Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview. And now the next match on mat number 1 is at 115 pounds. Eden Faruska from Ridgeview versus Mackenzie Cameron of Western Iowa. And already Faruska with a 3-point takedown for Ridgeview. As Mackenzie Cameron works back to a base. And Faruska returning her to the mat. Faruska now trying to drive her over her left shoulder. Has a half Nelson in. Can't get it to go. And now Faruska looks like trying to get Cameron into a cradle. And now Eden Faruska putting on some pressure. Currently leading 3-0. Trying to turn her opponent, Mackenzie Cameron, here on mat number 1. And Cameron got all the way to her feet, but then Faruska returning her to the mat. And now back points coming as 3 seconds left. And a 4-point near fall for Eden Faruska as time expires in period number 1. 7-0 is the score. Western Iowa wins the flip and selects neutral position. And we're wrestling here period number 2. Immediately Faruska with a shot, but a nice sprawl there by Cameron. Still Faruska on a single leg. Cameron sprawls out trying to get around her, but Faruska maintaining some position. No advantage yet. Now a takedown for Faruska. 30-25 is the score team-wise. Currently Ridgeview leading by 5. Faruska trying to work a cradle, and she has it, I think, almost. And it looked as if she was going to get a deep cradle there. But credit to Mackenzie Cameron for working herself out of what looked like a sticky situation. That's all your action here right on mat number 1, folks. Here in Holstein, taking a look at your United Bank of Iowa scoreboard. Ridgeview currently 30-25, and Faruska just makes it 36-25 after the fall. And now 2 weight classes left here for this match. Tegan Robertson now wrestling for Ridgeview against Montana Ferens at 120 pounds. Hand fighting now from both of these girls. And now a shot from Ferens. Can't get it to go. Now Robertson with a little bit of head control, but Ferens quickly back to her feet and separate. Tegan Robertson now grabbing the left elbow of Ferens. And now a single leg. But Ferens sprawls and trying to get loose. Montana Ferens, and now deeper into a double leg, and a takedown there for Tegan Robertson at 120 pounds. Now Robertson working from that top position, trying to turn her opponent. Robertson working that left side of Ferens. Has the left arm behind her back, trying to turn her over that left shoulder. Now a half Nelson over the right, and it looks like back points coming now for Tegan Robertson as close. So yeah, 4-point near fall for Tegan Robertson, and now 7-0. And that's an escape. An escape, and then another takedown for Robertson. So even though Ferens was able to get up, unlucky there as Robertson is going to get the takedown once again. 10-1 here at 120 pounds. And Robertson now getting a couple of back points again. Not enough, I don't believe. And yes, it was going to be enough for another 4-point near fall. And at the end of period number 1, and 14-1 is the score. Montana Ferens wins the flip and is going to elect that top position. Robertson working on a tech fall here at 120 pounds if she can get it. Robertson gets Montana up a little high, but now back to the mat. Robertson now gets her hips over Ferens, and a 2-point reversal for Tegan Robertson, and that'll do a tech fall at 120 pounds for Robertson over Montana Ferens. So 5 more points for Ridgeview, and that will officially seal the deal for the Ridgeview Raptors of their second duel of the night. And that last match at 125 is going to go to Ridgeview by forfeit to Destiny Brown at 125. So final score of the second duel of the night for the Ridgeview Raptors, 47-25. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with more wrestling here in Holstein.
Introducing the robust workhorse from Holstein Manufacturing, the HFAB Ultra Tilt Bed Trailer.
Whether you are hauling heavy equipment or delivering precious cargo, our tilt bed trailers, ranging from 20 to 28 feet in length,
are engineered with strength and designed to handle it with ease. Forget the hassles of ramps. They're built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers at Holstein Manufacturing.
Holstein Manufacturing.
And online at holsteinmfg.com.
Value in every shopping experience at the Holstein Supermarket.
We know we're a smaller guy, so we can't always compete all the time with the big stores, but we try to offer a fair price, good products. We want you coming back, so we're not going to try and mess around with pricing on you. We try and eat as much of the cost with freight rates and everything going up. We're just trying to keep people coming in. We know everybody's budgets are tight. Ours are. I got good employees that we can steer you in the right direction for what you want. So thank you for choosing the Holstein Supermarket, where we value you.
Horn Memorial Hospital and Clinics, Ida Grove, Holstein, Odeboat, and Mapleton. Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove is your ideal hospital, where personalized care is delivered by friendly, familiar faces you know and trust. 10 providers at 4 local clinics, as well as 11 outpatient clinics on site, allow for accessibility and convenience. Find out more about how Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove and their area clinics can be your ideal hospital and your partner in health and wellness. Horn Memorial Hospital, your ideal hospital.
Who exactly are the Ida County Cattlemen? Right. It's those guys and gals grilling juicy burgers and unbelievable steaks at local events. But that's just the beginning. The Ida County Cattlemen are a group dedicated to promoting the cattle industry, working on regulatory solutions, expanding education, and supporting the local kids and communities. Beef, it's what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thank you for supporting the Ida County Cattlemen, proud sponsors of this broadcast. A warm day swimming with the family. A cold day working out where it's always climate controlled. At the Loeschman Rec Center in Holstein, they are your year-round center for recreation. A full gym, plus cardio equipment and free weights are available 24/7 with keyless entry. A warm day swimming with the family. A cold day working out where it's always climate controlled. At the Loeschman Rec Center in Holstein, they are your year-round center for recreation. A full gym, plus cardio equipment and free weights are available 24/7 with keyless entry. And during the warmer seasons, a new aquatic center made for family fun. Year-round fitness and fun await at the Loeschman Rec Center in Holstein. For more information and city rec leagues, find them on Facebook.
Life always has its bumps along the road. When you're in a bind, give Precision Towing in Ida Grove a call. Precision Towing offers swift, professional, reliable towing, hauling, and wrecker services. Anytime, anywhere, day or night, rain or shine.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
Thank you for watching this exclusive broadcast on Fuller Digital Solutions. To receive notifications and links about your favorite team's live streams, join our text club by scanning this QR code or text the word on the screen to the number shown. If your business would like to be a sponsor on broadcasts like this, please reach out to us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Join us all year long for coverage of your favorite team on Fuller Digital Solutions.
A personalized approach to maximize profits on your farm.
We try a lot of the new stuff on our own ground before we go and recommend it to the growers so we know how it works and whether we think it makes a good fit for the customer or not. Rod's Fertilizer and Sales, your farming friend since 1985.
A personal approach to your farming operation at Rod's Fertilizer and Sales in Galva.
They can come in and get stuff answered right away instead of going through the corporate chain. We would love an opportunity to earn your business at Rod's Fertilizer and Sales, your farming friend since 1985.
For any reason, for every season, we have what you need at Stevenson Hardware in Holstein. We may be a small family-owned hardware store, but we listen to our customers and stock what you need. Tools to build your dreams and Valspar paint to give them life. Grills and gardening supplies to make your summers nice. Mowers to snowblowers, hardware to plumbing, electrical to agricultural, school supplies to household cleaners. We have it or we'll get it. Expect more from our family-owned hardware store. Stevenson Hardware on Main in Holstein.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame, not just embroidery.
And welcome back, folks. I'm Caleb Claycamp with Fuller Digital Solutions, getting you back onto mat number 1 and ready for Ridgeview's third duel of the night. The Ridgeview Raptors going up against the Sheldon Orebs. We're going to start things off right now at 135 pounds is where we're going to start things. On your mat number 2, top right-hand corner of your screen, it's going to be the Woodbury Central Wildcats going up against the Western Iowa Wolves. Right now, Algona in their break. But coming up, it's really been a collision course so far tonight, and it's going to come to a head here at the end of the night against Ridgeview as they're going to go up against the Algona Bulldogs, as both teams so far have won their first 2 duels, and obviously only one can win once they face each other. So we'll see here starting things off at 135 pounds as Lainey Buckendahl looks like she's going to get a chance to wrestle against Desiree Austin of Sheldon. And we're wrestling once again, third duel of the night. Ridgeview going up against the Sheldon Orebs on mat number 1. So far, just some hand fighting here on mat number 1. And now trying to hip throw, Desiree Austin, and still no takedown, and there we go, 3 points now for Lainey Buckendahl. As Austin gave up her back, tried to hip throw, and then I think lost a little bit of her grip. Buckendahl easily with the takedown. Now Buckendahl in with a half Nelson trying to turn over the left shoulder of Austin, gets some back points. But Austin, fantastic job of bridge, and she actually bridges right onto her stomach. So it'll be 2-point near fall for Lainey Buckendahl. Scores 5-0. And pin, Lainey Buckendahl. Starting things off strong for the Ridgeview Raptors at 135 pounds. And 6-0 to start things off in favor of the Raptors. And now moving right along to 140 pounds. It'll be Malia Buckendall of Ridgeview versus Bilka Escobar. Starting off, Escobar and Buckendall tied up. Buckendall, definitely the taller wrestler, so hopefully she'll be able to use some of that reach and some of that length to really get into Escobar. Buckendall grabbing the left wrist of Escobar, back to tied up. Still tied up in the neutral position. Official asking for a little bit of action here. As Buckendall tried to reach for the single leg, Escobar able to dodge out of the way. And Buckendall again reaching for a single leg, unable to get it. So a couple of shot attempts here for Malia Buckendall unsuccessfully, but nonetheless still pushing that pace offensively. And now, official saying we need some action here. As Buckendall now with an underhook on that right side. Escobar tries to throw her and gets Buckendall onto her back. Escobar with a three-point takedown, and now some back points, possibly a fall coming. This is Bilka Escobar for Sheldon with the fall at 145 pounds. 140 pounds. And that's going to tie things up at 6 apiece on your United Bank of Iowa scoreboard. Thank you so much for United Bank of Iowa for sponsoring our scoreboard and allowing us to bring some of this coverage to you. At 145 pounds now, Leah Johnson of Ridgeview. She's had a good night tonight. And Sheldon wrestler still checking in at the table. Not sure who we have wrestling against Johnson just quite yet. And now, waiting on the scorers table here on mat number 1. Leah Johnson's checked in at 145 for Ridgeview, and now Kylie Schnur of Sheldon going to be Johnson's opponent at 145. Johnson immediately pushes up, aggressive. Schnur tries the hip throw, but in doing so gives up her back, still in neutral position. As Schnur has the whizzer in with the right arm and then loses it, so takedown now for Leah Johnson, 3-0. Johnson now has Schnur on her back. There's 3 count. There's 4 swipes. Looking for the fall. Can she get it? Not quite. There it is. Leah Johnson of Ridgeview pins Kylie Schnur. And Ridgeview takes 145 pounds. And Peyton Horner of Sheldon is going to get the forfeit victory at 155 pounds. So after 4 matches, tied up here at 12 apiece in this duel, Ridgeview against Sheldon. And now wrestling at 170 pounds, Tierney Mason of Ridgeview against Eva Krogman of Sheldon. Mason and Krogman. Again, Krogman just a little bit taller than Mason. And now Krogman tries to throw Mason. And now Tierney Mason onto her back. Some back points already and a fall very quickly coming for Eva Krugman. As now the Sheldon Orbs take the lead after 170 pounds. Score is now 18-12. Moving right on to 190 pounds. As Lily Booman of Ridgeview going to go up against Collins Moser of Sheldon. Moser immediately in on a single leg, but can't get deep enough. Booman fights her off. Now pulling Booman closer. Trying to hip toss, and no takedown yet. And there it is, 3 points for Collins Moser of Sheldon to start things off at 190 pounds. Booman on all fours, trying to get a solid base, now return back to the mat. Moser working on the right arm of Booman. Had a chicken wing. And now trying to pull that left arm through. Can't do it. Moser still working. Booman. And now that's going to be a stalling warning, I believe. And I believe that's going to go against Booman. As the first period finished 3-0 in favor of Collins Moser of Sheldon. Moser wins the flip and is going to elect the top position. Moser immediately continues to work on Booman, but Booman able to get up and the escape. Now 3-1 is the score. Moser, but it's a takedown for Booman, and Lily Booman now ahead 4-3. Booman now working on Collins Moser close to the edge of the circle. Currently a 1-point advantage here in the second period. Booman still working on Collins Moser. Booman hand on the left wrist of Moser. Now Booman trying to work from the right side of Moser. And the official saying we need some action here. Booman now working on the left arm. Booman now back to the right side. And 1 point is going to be I'm going to say a point was given to Booman there. And now both in the neutral position here. Again, this is 190 pounds, Lily Booman against Collins Moser. Currently Booman winning 5-3 against Moser. Booman goes down to the mat. Moser with the takedown. And with the takedown, that puts Collins Moser up by 1 point, 6-5. Moser has the left wrist of Booman and now loses it. Now a crossface coming from Moser, trying to work on that left side. Looks like Moser has a cradle and now is going to let it go on the leg. And that's going to be a stalling call. So that stalling call goes against Booman. So now 7-5 as another point awarded to Collins Moser. And now Moser with Booman on her back. Moser with the pin. As Sheldon now with a larger margin, currently 24-12 over Ridgeview points-wise, but still with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weight classes to go. So still a lot can happen. So Collins Moser is going to win over Lily Booman by fall. And now we'll see at 235 pounds. It's going to be Ashley Castillo of Ridgeview. Or excuse me, Valerie Cook of Sheldon is going to win via forfeit. Now 30-12 as we go back down to the lower weight classes. Now at 100 pounds. Double forfeit of 100 pounds, now to 105. And now a decision being made by Sheldon. And coaches for the Orebs say yes, they do have a wrestler at 105. Now at 105 pounds, Lauren Signer of Ridgeview going up against Ellie Lynn Jennings. Signer with the left wrist of Jennings. Now Signer in on a single leg. Now a high crotch. Takedown by Lauren Signer on Ellie Lynn Jennings. 3 points in favor of the Raptors at 105. Signer now turning Jennings onto the back, getting back points, and fall. Great job by Lauren Signer there at 105. Getting 6 points back for Ridgeview, now 30-18. Moving on now to 110 pounds. And here we go, 110 pounds. Looks like we have Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview versus Callie Horner of Sheldon. Orduna and Horner hand fighting in the middle of the circle. Orduna tries for the single leg and can't get it to go. Horner, great defense. We expect Orduna to shoot again. Jasmine Orduna here has had a great night all night at 110. And now the clock had been stopped. And the clock was not going, so now a word with the scores table, who it appears to be manned by a couple of young gentlemen. And now putting about 53 seconds onto the clock for period number 1. And Orduna with a single leg. Horner sprawls, and now Horner around the back for a takedown. Callie Horner, 3 points. Orduna now with the escape. And now official timeout in order for Orduna to fix her headgear, and now ready to go again. 3-1 in favor of Callie Horner at 110. And with period number 1 ticking away, after one period, Jasmine Orduna currently losing. And some more discussion with the scores table. Not sure what exactly about. And interlocking hands has been called. And out of the circle, 1 point is going to be awarded to Orduna. And so I believe the official, it was originally 3-1. The official corrected it back to 3-0. And now Orduna given 1 point for interlocking hands, and now 3-1. Now Orduna with the escape. Now 3-2 is the score, still in favor of Horner. And there's going to be some blood time now as Sheldon Oreb player. And now we're going to pause here for cleaning up our athletes, and we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment.
At Whitmer Spine and Sports Chiropractic, they take an individualized approach to treatment.
In my practice, I've been coming across a lot of sports injuries. One treatment approach that I have had tremendous success with is laser therapy. The laser focuses light energy into the injured area, increasing blood flow and speeding the healing process. Laser therapy has been very beneficial in treating ankle sprains, knee sprains, and other common sports injuries. If a sports injury has sidelined you, give us a call at Whitmer Spine and Sports Chiropractic in Holstein to see if laser therapy is right for you.
Of the top 3 seed corn brands in the Central Corn Belt, only one is 100% focused on seed corn. Only one is U.S. Farm Family owned.
Tom, Henry, get out of that dirt!
And only one has got there without the help of a parent company.
Henry!
I guess that makes us the grown-up in the field. Wiffles Hybrids, fiercely independent and proud of it.
And welcome back, folks, as some injury time as both wrestlers actually having to get bandaged up. Orduna going to have her left elbow taped up as some blood coming from there. And then the wrestler for Sheldon, Callie Horner, had a little bit of a bloody nose there. So we're just about ready to get things going again after stoppage. But I don't think we are quite ready yet. Another short commercial break, and we'll be right back, folks.
I love working at BVRMC because I get to help people during some of their most difficult times. My coworkers and doctors help create a great working environment where we can do our best work every day. Nothing is more rewarding than helping a patient through surgery and helping them to live the most full and active life they can. Thank you, BVRMC patients, for putting your health in our hands and trusting us with your care. We are honored with this responsibility.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Design.
And welcome back, folks, as we're ready to begin once more here at 110 pounds. Scores tied up at 3 apiece. And 1 minute left in the second period. And again, at 110 pounds, currently 30-18, as the Sheldon Orebs with a team lead at this point, but still, after this, still 4 weight classes to go. And great job by Orduna. And Orduna yanked Horner down to the mat there and got the takedown. So now 6-3. Horner escapes, now 6-4. Great job there by Jasmine Orduna. And now Callie Horner. As Horner almost with a takedown. And the score is 5-4, still in favor of Orduna. And that's going to be the end of the second period. So currently a 1-point advantage, 5-4 in favor of Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview. Horner is going to be down. Orduna covers, and we're wrestling once again. Last period of play. Horner is going to be on her feet, and now Horner escapes. 6-5 is the score in favor of Orduna. And now Orduna, 3 points and a takedown. Now 9-5. And escaping again is Horner. 9-6, 3-point advantage for Orduna. And the 110-pounders going at it there on the far side of the circle on mat 1. And stalling is going to be called on Green, as the officials say that Green is pulled Orduna out of the mat. So a warning for the stalling. And with 45 seconds left to go in the match, a 3-point lead for Orduna at this point. Horner, I imagine, is going to get aggressive here offensively. Orduna still pressing. Orduna pressing Horner to the edge of the mat. And now a shot pushes both wrestlers outside of that outer ring. Official reminding Horner, still 24 seconds left in the third period. Keep going. Horner, Orduna, a 3-point margin currently in favor of the Raptor wrestler at 110. Horner tried to change levels there, but Orduna didn't fall for it. And now with 6 seconds left, Orduna appears like she is going to get the decision. Yes, and at 110 pounds, Jasmine Orduna gets the decision 9-6 over Callie Horner of Sheldon. Now 30-21 is the score. And moving right along, up next, 115 pounds. And wrestlers wrestling at 115 pounds for Ridgeview, Eden Faruska. And for Sheldon, Haley Whitaker. Instantly, Faruska with a shot. But Whitaker not give it up yet, and there it is, a takedown now for Faruska. And now back points already. But no points come, as can't get a full 2. Faruska now has Whitaker trying to turn her close to that perimeter of the mat. And Whitaker still with that foot inside the circle. That's why we're wrestling on, and now fully out. As good stoppage there by the official. Currently 3-0 in favor of Eden Faruska at 115 pounds for Ridgeview. Whitaker sets up in the bottom position. Faruska cover. And immediately Faruska just a little bit high, but turns her instantly. Eden Faruska with a quick pin. And 6 points for Ridgeview. The Raptors try to bring the score back. Now just a margin of 3, 30-27. And with 3 weight classes left to go, these matches very important. So we have 120, 125, and 130 pounds. 3 points of margin here in this duel. At 120 pounds, Tegan Robertson of Ridgeview versus Amala Godfrey. Amala Godfrey of Sheldon and Tegan Robertson at 120 pounds. If Robertson can get the victory, she'll at least tie up the score team-wise. If she could get a major decision or a fall, able to even take the lead. And already a shot. Robertson, takedown, 3 points. Tegan Robertson starting things off very well here for Ridgeview at 120 pounds. Robertson working on Godfrey. Tegan trying to work on that left arm. Now has a cradle. Godfrey breaks the cradle. Great job there by Robertson, seizing her opportunity. Great job by Amala Godfrey to not get caught up there. 53 seconds left in the first period. 3 points to nothing in favor of Tegan Robertson. And Amala Godfrey tried to put in kind of a whizzer, but then Robertson about to turn her on it, so she lets it go. .29 seconds left to go in the first period. Robertson still on top of Godfrey. Robertson at the edge of the mat, and now trying to get a couple of back points here. And it's going to be a 3-point near fall for Tegan Robertson. So now 6-0. 6-0 here at 120 pounds. And period number 2. Robertson deep in the left armpit of Godfrey. And now Robertson. A takedown for Tegan Robertson. Now up 9-0 as she tries to turn her opponent, Godfrey. Godfrey is now up, and now Robertson tries to get into a cradle. Robertson, it looks like she may have it, but no, then is going to try to work a little closer around to the back. .58 seconds left to go in the second period as Robertson's going to let Godfrey up, and Godfrey with the escape, but Robertson with a takedown almost immediately after letting her up. 12-1. And pin. And now Ridgeview back in front, 33-30. And the team score with 2 weight classes left to go. 125 pounds coming up next. And it'll be a forfeit victory at 125 in favor of Destiny Brown of Ridgeview. And so that will do it. Ridgeview is going to take this victory over the Sheldon Oribs, regardless of the result of this last weight class. And at 130 pounds, I see a Ridgeview wrestler, yes, Sarai Cervantes, excuse me, is going to get the forfeit victory at 130 pounds. So final score, the Ridgeview Raptors are going to get the victory over the Sheldon Orebs, a score of 45-30. Ridgeview 3-0 tonight. And coming up next, they're going to face the Algona Bulldogs, also 3-0.
A&A Food and Fuel in Holstein, a great place to consider stopping for lunch and supper every day. Teresa, let's talk some menu options.
We have the crispy crunchy chicken, Pablo's Pizza, and we also have Tiefenthaler burgers and brats, soups. We'll have hot dogs, brats, Polish sausage. We also have the cappuccino machine, coffee. We've got the fountain drinks. We have milk, so we can set you up for just about whatever you want.
A&A Food in Holstein is the best place to eat.
Agnew Sossman and Grinnell Mutual understand the value of teamwork. That's why we applaud the accomplishments of the hardworking student athletes on our football team. Every achievement, big and small, is worth celebrating. Trust in teamwork, trust in tomorrow. Contact me, Lauren, or Dave, your local Grinnell Mutual agents at Agnew Sossman and Holstein today.
Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Is Iowa. And Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 15 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank. Member FDIC.
When your hunger is flaring, the Backdraft in Holstein says bring it on. Kick things off with a spread of appetizers like wings, cheese balls, onion rings, or the famous armadillo eggs. For the kids, grab a grilled cheese, hot dog, or chicken strips. For the meat eaters, dig into their burgers, chicken sandwiches, pulled pork, steaks, or weekend prime rib special. Eating light? They have salads too. When your hunger is flaring, extinguish it at the Backdraft Bar and Grill in Holstein.
You will like it here. Beautiful Cherokee County, Iowa, nestled in the Little Sioux River Valley in the heart of Northwest Iowa. People care and support each other and work together to help our communities, business, industrial, medical, educational, and agricultural opportunities thrive. Each season offers recreational activities, historical events, and cultural entertainment, making living here enjoyable. Come stay or play. Go to www.cherokeeia.com now.
Central Insure at Central Bank understands there's more to insurance than the policy. It's the people who matter most. Hi, this is Matt Kress at Central Insure. We strive to offer you the most appropriate and cost-effective policies to fit your needs. Whether it is your home, auto, life, health, business, or farm, our experienced agents are here to help you. Work with the people you trust. Call or stop by Central Insure today. We're committed to protecting what matters most to you.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any other federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
When you need a home away from home, you look for certain things. Now let's look at the checklist for the Cobblestone Inn and Suites on Highway 20 in Holstein. Friendly, knowledgeable staff? Check. Clean rooms with complimentary high-speed internet? Check. A charming outdoor patio perfect for gatherings large and small? Check. In fact, with a large meeting room, free continental breakfast, business center, relaxing lounge, and fitness center, all of the boxes are checked. So if you're in the area and want a relaxing stay like no other, call the Cobblestone Inn and Suites. 368-6200.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
And welcome back, folks. We are ready for our fourth and final duel of the night. And bringing it down just to mat number 1. So we took away your picture-in-picture. And now focusing on mat number 1. As we start things here at 140 pounds. And starting at 140 pounds for Ridgeview, Malia Buckendahl against Alyssa Miller of Algona, starting off on mat number 1. Miller. Aggressive on the hand fighting. Buckendahl. Another shot on the single leg. Buckendahl trying to get the high crotch, but can't get it. Miller able to spin her off and still neutral. Miller tries to snap Buckendahl down, but can't do it. Malia Buckendahl stays strong in there. And Buckendahl in, but then right back out. Both of these wrestlers at 140 pounds looking for their opportunities offensively. And you see them tied up on right there in the middle of the mat. And Buckendahl now with a double leg, but Miller able to sprawl, and now Miller able to get behind for the takedown. 3 points in favor of 140 pounds Miller. And that is going to be a point that goes towards Ridgeview. Miller currently up on Buckendahl at 140 pounds. Alyssa Miller in up under the right shoulder, and now end of first period. 3-1 is the score in favor of Algona, Alyssa Miller. Now Miller gets ready in the down position, and Buckendahl to cover. And ready to begin second period. And instantly Miller to her feet and gets the escape. 4-1 is the score. And now injury time here for some blood, I believe, for Alyssa Miller of Algona. We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
And Francis, now come see my store.
Just like Francis said, Francis & Co. is his store, or so he thinks. Made for littles just like him. We feature clothes up to 5T and some up to 7. We also carry books, sleep sacks, plush blankets, Freedom On products, all the Mushy brand items, bath toys, and more. My goal is to give you and your littles quality products you'll love.
And Francis, now come see my store.
And we're ready to begin again. Again, this is 140 pounds, the first match of this final duel of the night. Malia Buckendahl, Ridgeview against Alyssa Miller of Algona. Miller currently up 4-1 with 1 minute 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Miller. Looks like Miller's strong. She's trying to snap down, and she gets some movement on Buckendahl, but Buckendahl's tall as well. So Miller again. 3-point takedown from Alyssa Miller. 7-1 is the score. Buckendahl now trying from the bottom to regain some stability. Up to all fours is Malia Buckendahl. Now Buckendahl trying to get up to her feet, and she does, and gets the escape. Malia Buckendahl scores now 7-2, and instantly Miller. Buckendahl in on the single leg. Malia Buckendahl. And trying to get it up. Can't do so. And we're down to the mat, but still in neutral position. Has no advantage for either wrestler. And finally, Alyssa Miller going to work her way around to the back and get the takedown. 10-2 is the score. Miller working on the right arm. Trying to bring Buckendahl over her left shoulder, but Malia staying solid down there, and it's going to be another point given to Malia Buckendahl. And there's Malia Buckendahl with the reversal. Malia Buckendahl not going away so easily here at 140 pounds. As the score 10-5, still in favor of Alyssa Miller. But Buckendahl going to start from the bottom position. Or no, looks like we're going to change. And going to start in the neutral position. So it's going to be a point for the escape pretty much given to Malia Buckendahl. And now starting on their feet, both neutral. With 1:50 left to go in the third, Buckendahl needing to get aggressive here, and she gets in on a single leg, Malia Buckendahl. But now Miller is able to get her off. And Buckendahl in again. And now down to the mat, but no advantage. Miller and Buckendahl back to her feet. No advantage, still neutral. We've got a battle here at 140. And we said it all night, folks. Just kind of felt like a collision course between these two teams. The Ridgeview Raptors and the Algona Bulldogs both come into this final duel of the night 3-0. And only one team can become victorious here tonight. Malia Buckendahl in on the single leg. Miller. And now Miller trying to get around, and 3-point takedown for Alyssa Miller in Algona. And that'll do it at 140 pounds. Alyssa Miller over Malia Buckendall by fall. So the Bulldogs strike first at 140 pounds, and they're up 6-0 on Ridgeview here in the final duel of the night. And now moving on to 145 pounds, it'll be Leah Johnson of Ridgeview versus Emmy Owen. And still neutral, but on the mat, and now Leah Johnson's going to get the three-point takedown. And it'll be an escape for Owen. And now a three-point takedown. This is Leah Johnson getting back points on Emmy Owen, and a pin, Leah Johnson at 145 pounds, evening up the team score at 6 apiece through 2 classes. Big hug for Coach Greeter after Leah Johnson's had a great night tonight. Really one of the leaders for the Ridgeview Raptors in all of the duels tonight, especially capitalizing here in the final duel of the day against Algona. So we're going to see what weight class we have. 155 is up next. And I don't believe we're going to see a Ridgeview Raptors wrestler. And Lydia Hersom of Algona is going to win by forfeit at 155 pounds. And now moving right along, we're at 170 pounds. Tierney Mason of Ridgeview versus Reagan Jensen of Algona. And finally, Tierney Mason gets an opponent that's about the same height as her. And Reagan Jensen immediately with a takedown. Now trying to turn Tierney Mason. And she does. And Mason is pinned. Reagan Jensen over Tierney Mason by fall at 170 pounds. Moving right on, 190 pounds. Lily Booman going up against Reagan Haynes of Algona. And a takedown immediately from Haynes. 3 points to Algona and the Bulldogs. And a pin coming from Reagan Haynes. That's 6 more points for the Bulldogs. 24-6 is the score. And wrestling for Algona at 235 pounds, Ashley Castillo. Or no, excuse me, it'll be at 235 pounds, it'll be Randy Dewar. Winning by forfeit. Now 30-6 is the score. And now at 100 pounds, it'll be Lauren Signer of Ridgeview versus Mara Davis of Algona. First match that Ridgeview has wrestled at 100 pounds. But that is where Lauren Signer is. Signer having to wrestle up for Ridgeview the past 3 duels. I'm sure she's glad to finally get someone that's truly her same size. Davis on the shot. Siegner. And still no advantage for either wrestler as they're tangled up on the mat. And still no advantage. Siegner with that right arm in the leg. That's what's preventing the takedown. Trying to hold on. And now still has that leg, so still no takedown for Mara Davis. As Davis has got to break that grip and work around to the backside. There it is, takedown by Mara Davis. Davis still wrestling Siegner here at mat number 1. Davis looks like has Siegner in a cradle possibly. And yes, here's the cradle. And Siegner breaks it almost immediately. I don't think even for a 2 count. Yes, so it's going to be 2 near fall points as a full 3 counts. Or between 2 and 4. So 5-0 in favor of Mara Davis. And that's the end of the first period. Again, 5-0 in favor of the 100-pounder from Algona. Siegner going to choose the top position to begin period number 2 of play. Davis back to her feet, but Siegner grabs that ankle and returns her back to the mat. Siegner now underhooking that right arm across the waist with the left hand. And Davis still able to get out of it. And the escape from Mara Davis, now up 6-0. .54 seconds left to go in the second period. Davis and Siegner still wrestling. Davis up 6-0. Still hand fighting near the middle of the mat. And with 5 seconds left to go in the second period, it looks like that's how things are going to end here. 1 period left to go at 100 pounds. Lauren Siegner again wrestling Mara Davis. Davis up 6-0. And Siegner starts on top, gets Davis with that, trying to work under that left shoulder. Now Davis back to her feet. Siegner trying to return her to the mat, and she does so. Great job by Lauren Siegner, able to kind of ground Mara Davis after Davis able to stand on her 2 feet. Siegner now looking to get a turn in. Trying to turn her over her left shoulder. Davis, fantastic job keeping a wide base on bottom. And Davis finally with an escape. 7-0 is the score. Lauren Signer trying to prevent a major decision here in 46 seconds. And Signer in with the shot. She's got a weak double, but still has it. Now just a single. Preventing Davis from working around, and now 3 points for Davis. Now a 10-point lead, and as long as nothing changes here in 23 seconds, it'll be a major victory for Era Davis and the Algona Bulldogs at 100 pounds. And after 3 full periods, it's a major decision for Algona and Mara Davis at 100 pounds over Lauren Signer. (34-6) is the score. And it'll be a forfeit victory for Eden Gettings at 105 pounds. And now we'll see a match here at 110 pounds. As Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview is going to go up against Reese Taylor of Algona. Taylor with a shot. Got it. Taylor going to take down very quickly on Orduna. And an escape coming from Orduna. Another shot from Taylor. Orduna sprawls. Three to 1 is the score, still in favor of Reese Taylor. 1 minute to go in the first. Here at 110 pounds. Taylor fakes a shot, trying to open up some opportunities. And then Orduna pushes her out. Reset in the middle. Fakes a shot. Ooh, tried to go for the ankle pick. That was Reese Taylor. Couldn't get it. So now she's going to try to keep working on Jasmine Orduna of Ridgeview. 22 seconds left to go in the first, and 3 to 1. Taylor trying to spin Orduna around. Can't get the takedown before going out. So still in neutral position are these two wrestlers at 110 pounds. And that'll be the end of the first period. Ridgeview wins the flip. And Orduna is going to choose bottom. And Orduna gets out immediately. 3-2, just a 1-point margin in favor of the Algona wrestler. That's Reese Taylor. And way outside of the circle. And quickly is Taylor. And a shot from Orduna, no good. And takedown now for Taylor, and a pin for Reese Taylor. And with that, that's going to seal things for the Algona Bulldogs. As with 5 weight classes left, and therefore only 30 possible points for Ridgeview to get. Algona officially going to go 4-0 tonight. And Ridgeview going to finish things off 3-1. It's going to be 115 Eden Faruska of Ridgeview versus Laura Storr of Algona. Storr immediately shoots. Faruska fights it off. Faruska now has a single leg deep. Faruska keeps onto it. Storr trying to get around, and Storr gets the takedown. And now this is Faruska trying to get Storr. So it'll be an escape from Faruska. And now Faruska shoots immediately, has a single leg. Trying to hold on to it, so Storr can't get around her back. Keeping Storr in front of her, and now if Faruska can drive through, she may have Storr on her back. Faruska, there we go, takedown. Faruska, and that's 3 points. Now it's 4-3 in favor of Eden Faruska. That's an escape from Laura Storr, tied up at 4. Faruska going to fake the shot. Eden Faruska has a single leg. As when Faruska shoots, she shoots deep. And normally gets at least one leg. And a caution going to be given to Faruska. Tied up here at 4 at the 120-pound weight class. In Faruska, trying to return Laura Storr to the mat, and she does. Now Faruska trying to work on that left arm. Storr up to her feet, spinning away, and it's an escape, 5-4. 5-4 currently. Store of Algona with the advantage by just 1 point here at the 115 weight class. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Store almost had a single leg there on Faruska. Now Faruska, another deep shot, gets one. Faruska, those offensive skills have really come along for Eden Faruska. She's got another deep single leg. And going to stop some things here. Back in the neutral position. Now both on their knees, but still neutral. Faruska loses position and Store with a 3-point takedown. Now up 8-4. And that'll be the end of period number 2 of play. Eight to 4 in favor of Laura Store at 115 pounds for Algona and the Bulldogs. Faruska sitting out immediately, but Store keeps control. Faruska sits out again, but again, Store follows. Can imagine here with a minute 45, a little bit of urgency here from Eden Faruska. She's really wanting to get that escape, and then you got to imagine if she does get up, it'll be a quick shot. Trying to even things up here. Faruska now works up to a base on all fours. Store trying to turn her over and gets her to her back. And a fall. Laura Store gets the fall over Eden Faruska at 115 pounds. And now moving up to 120 pounds, it'll be Tegan Robertson of Ridgeview against Malin Davis. Malin Davis against Tegan Robertson. Robertson in with a double leg, and Tegan Robertson with the takedown. 3 points to start things off for Ridgeview here at 125. Robertson trying to take that left arm away, while Davis trying to stabilize herself on the bottom. Robertson up just a little high. Davis trying to scoot back through the legs of Robertson, but Tegan doing a fantastic job of grappling on top and just holding on. She got a little high there. Now Robertson working on that left arm, trying to turn Davis over that left shoulder. And now Robertson with an overhead. And now Davis up to her feet. Robertson. So a stalling warning, I believe, for Robertson. And now cautioning Robertson. As Davis gets back to her 2 feet, Robertson immediately returns her to the mat. And that's the end of the first period. Tegan Robertson currently winning 3-0 here at 1:25 in the final duel of the night. Robertson wins the flip. She's going to defer. Malin Davis is going to choose bottom after Robertson deferred. And Davis immediately up to her feet, but still hasn't got the escape yet. And now Robertson back down. And 1 point's going to be awarded to Malin Davis. Three to 1 is the score. And now we'll have a little bit of blood here and we'll stop play as Malin Davis is going to be attended to by the training staff. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back. And we're ready to resume once again. 3-1 is the score, still in favor of Tegan Robertson. Robertson starting the second period of play on top. Robertson now taking away that left leg, trying to break down the base. And now that's a reversal, and now Robertson in just a little bit of trouble as that was a reversal from Malin Davis. Now we're tied up here at 3 apiece. Davis now has a cradle, but Robertson still face down on the mat. Davis trying to get that cradle in on Robertson. Tegan Robertson trying to fight it off. We're tied here at 3 apiece. 27 seconds left to go in the third. And what would have been a reversal and definitely welcome points from Tegan Robertson is actually going to result in out of play, and we're going to bring things back here to the middle of the circle. Robertson tries to go to her feet. It's a reversal. And Tegan Robertson immediately with some back points coming. 1 count. Here's 2. Here's 3. Can Tegan Robertson finish things off? 4, 5, and can't get it. That'll definitely be a 4-point near fall. No, 3 points. And period number 2 is going to end before any reversals can come. So it's 8-3 in favor of Tegan Robertson at 120 pounds. And you got to imagine Malin Davis looking to shoot here, currently down 5. Davis working on the wrists of Robertson. Robertson trying to get Davis. And now Robertson shoots, and Robertson in with just a little bit of a single leg, and now a little deeper. Now Robertson with a full single leg. Malin Davis keeping that 1 foot inside of the mat. Trying to drag Robertson back in. Robertson keeping that left hand. The Wizards in there. No advantage for Algona yet, and we're out of the circle. Still 8-3. And now a shot right away from Malin Davis as it's a double leg, but not too deep. Robertson sprawling, trying to fight it off. And now Davis looks like gave up on it. Robertson snaps Davis down to the mat. Robertson with a three-point takedown. Tegan Robertson now 11-3 is the score with 1 minute left to go in the third period. Tegan Robertson, already a state qualifier from last year, really looking to come back and continue some domination, and especially at the 120-pound weight class. Robertson working. .30 seconds left. Tegan Robertson currently up 11-3. And now Malin Davis has a leg hook in on Robertson, trying to get a possible reversal, and she does. Reversal from Malin Davis. 4 seconds left to go. Robertson's going to win this one 11-5 as Robertson holds on at 120 pounds. That was a great match there by Tegan Robertson. I'd say the most competitive match here of Ridgeview and Algona. And it goes to Tegan Robertson at 120 pounds. And coming up next, we'll get 125 pounds as 3 weight classes left in the night. 125, 130, and 135. And now at 125 pounds, we'll have Destiny Brown, who actually this is going to be one of her first matches of the night. She's won a couple by forfeit. And I'm actually not sure if she's even had a single match tonight, but going to get one right now here against Algona at 125. Destiny Brown versus Lillian Alley. Alley with some underhooks. Destiny Brown fights her off. Brown and Alley at 125 pounds. Destiny Brown pushing her opponent closer and closer to the edge. Brown now tried to get a shot. Couldn't go. And Destiny Brown all the way out of the circle. And now a warning here for Lillian Alley to continue the aggression and to continue that aggressive pace here. Destiny Brown fakes a shot. Destiny Brown now fakes another shot. Destiny Brown really looking to be aggressive offensively. And Destiny Brown trying to get a shot if she can here on Lillian Alley. Lillian Alley definitely has the height advantage on Brown, but you could tell Brown definitely the stronger of the two wrestlers. Destiny Brown trying to work some offensive shots and now tries a hip throw, but they're both out of the circle. Still 0-0 and going to begin the second period of play. Now there's Brown with a shot. She had a little bit of a double leg there for a second, but lets it go. And you can tell that. And there we go. That's going to be a 3-point takedown for Destiny Brown. And she's up 3-0 here with 1:20 left to go in the second. Brown now working on that right arm and now going to transition to try to push her over to that left shoulder. Brown trying to turn her opponent. Can't do it from the right side. Now Brown works her opponent over to her back, and this is some back points coming from Destiny Brown. We'll see if she can get the pin. There's the pin. Destiny Brown with the pin over Lillian Alley. Making it a little bit more of a respectable match here on the scoreboard. Now 52-15 is your score, which is 2 weight classes left to go. Now wrestling at 130 pounds, it'll be Leslie Avina of Ridgeview versus Alyssa Engel of Algona. And now that's going to be a takedown for Alyssa Engel of Algona. 3-0 is how things start here in the first period of play. But Leslie Avina works to her feet and gets the escape, 3-1. .109 left to go in the first period. Again, folks, at this point, Algona has locked up the team win for the duel. But obviously some individual results that have yet to be seen. We're wrestling right now at 130 pounds. 135 is going to be our final match of the night. And in with a single leg is Alyssa Engel. But Leslie Avina trying to fight it off. Engel with a takedown. 3 more points for Alyssa Engel. 6-1. And almost a cradle for Engel. And it's a pin as Leslie Avina is going to take the fall against Alyssa Engel. And now finishing things up for the night, it's going to be 135 pounds. And it's going to be Lainey Buckendahl of Ridgeview versus Sienna Fair of Algona. Fair definitely has the height advantage. We'll see if Buckendahl can. And a shot from Fair gets in on Buckendahl. That's going to be an easy takedown from Fair. But Buckendahl still with the whizzer in, so it doesn't count yet. And there's the takedown. A couple of back points coming now. And it looks like this might be a pin here to finish out the night. There it is. Sienna Fair of Algona is going to get the fall over Lainey Buckendahl. And that's going to end things tonight. The Ridgeview Raptors going to fall to the Algona Bulldogs 64-15. And they're going to go 3-1 tonight. A fantastic night for the Ridgeview Raptors. A lot of senior night, honoring coaches, honoring the youth program here for the Raptors. And really a great night. Nothing to be upset about there. Ridgeview Raptors go 3-1 here at home. I'm Caleb Claycamp for Fuller Digital Solutions. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back here in Holstein broadcasting the boys wrestling meet this Saturday. So stay tuned for more Ridgeview Raptors wrestling here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Until then, we'll see you.